setter. Josh Arroyo in the middle, and Joe Wallace will be their libero. For Long Beach State, Moni Nikolov setting, Skylar Varga on the outside, Ben Braun, our player to watch in the middle. Alex Kondiv has been getting the starts lately on the left side. Darius McRaven has been a starter all year in the middle. Daniil Hershtinovich on the oppo position, and Kellen Larson along with Chris Connolly, the two liberos today. Kellen Larson has been taking the all-around libero kind of role lately. So here are the keys to this one, Matt. UC Santa Barbara just looking to play a little bit better out of system.
Yeah, absolutely, Matt. You're right. The out-of-system play is extremely important for the Gauchos. They've got to handle the service pressure from Long Beach State, and they've got to step up their defensive efforts in the backcourt with their digging. Meanwhile, for Long Beach State, they've got to block the ball, one of the pillars of the program, block and defense, along with a little less service errors. They had 26 service errors in last.
Saw the last broadcast here inside the Walter Pyramid was against UC Irvine, where they had, I think it was 24 service errors, though that was in 3 sets. And that was definitely a cause for concern for the coaching staff. They definitely cleaned it up the next CSUN. And CSUN right now battling it out with Hawaii over in Northridge. So here we go with Cole Schobel, the southpaw setter, and we're underway. Daniil Hershtinovich on the right side, and he's able to smash it down the line for the first point of the match.
Well, a nice routine side out there to open up the scoreboard for Long Beach State. Good in-system.
Over 80 service aces on the year. 81 to be exact, looking for 82, just missed. So there's the first service error. We just talked about how they had 26 a night ago. That was pretty much the biggest advantage statistically in favor of UC Santa Barbara. Long Beach State did hit better, 412 to 219. From the back row, it's Alex Kondiv, and he missed just long there. No touch either. A little bit of that feeling out process. You'll see that from either side, and it was a back and forth first set last night as well. Riggs Guy with the serve. Oh, that's off the block and down. There's Skylar Varga with his first kill.
Yeah, really smart swing there by Skylar from the right side in row number 1 when he attacks from the right side, going off that pin blocker there from Santa Barbara.
Off the block, is that in? It is! Counted as a block and roof for Long Beach State.
All about your hand placement. Pushing your hands back to area 6. Ben Braun getting that one to fall just inside the inline.
Only had a couple of blocks last night. Has 46, his total on the year. Easy pickup for Kellen Larson. Puts Long Beach State in system for Kondiv. Good pickup by Joe Wallace, their libero. And there is Ben Court, the redshirt junior from Hermosa Beach. Had 8 kills last night, getting his first tonight.
Nice high swing, delaying the attack, going off hands and then out of bounds.
Josh Arroyo. Pretty much like a service ace there. Instead, it's a overpass kill for George Bruning.
The easiest of points for the front row players, getting the overpass and easily putting that one to the floor.
How about the jump float serve from Arroyo? Ben Braun's float serve last night affected UCSB's passing line, as that is down for Alex Kondiv, going left-handed off the block, and that's his second kill. Long Beach State hitting .402. That is good for first in the nation on the year. Nikolov shoots set to McRaven. They get to recycle. Good dig in the back row there from Riggs Guy. Varga over on 2. That's picked up by Schobel. leaping set. Joe Wallace, the libero, and now there's the block and roof. I think it was Ben Court getting all of it.
Now a competitive rally from both sides, Matt, early on here in set number one. Good defensive efforts from both sides, but nice block by the Gauchos to end it.
Off the block, and Alex Kondiv getting 3 quick kills. Kondiv with 13 kills, 385 hitting last night, averaging almost 3 kills a set in his now 6th match start of the year. Off the block from the back row, George Bruning. That's his second.
Now we knew Bruning was going to get a lot of opportunities. That's a good swing in another out-of-system play. One of the keys we talked about, Matt. Long Beach State's got to get those hands over the net longer against Bruning's attack.
The redshirt freshman, 6'10". That big frame has helped them recently. Over on 2, going left-handed, dunking it down. There's Moni Nikolov. Five kills last night. That's good for his 123rd kill of the year. That is second on the team total. Good dig, Kellen Larson. Hrstanovic powering it down. Long Beach State now up 8, serving 6.
What a swing from Danil, Matt. I want to highlight that. That was out of the back row for number 31 in white. Goes hard cross court. Actually hits the dropping blocker who comes off of right front and catches him by surprise for that point.
Good rally from UC Santa Barbara just to try and get it back over the net, but it went wide. Long Beach State stays up. Alex Kondiv, an 8-time national champion in his age group in Bulgaria. He is also from Sofia. Popped up initially by Hrstanovic. That is out of bounds. A nice try from Moni Nikolov.
Good defensive effort. Moni going into the front row there. Just got a little too much on that one as it travels just wide.
Probably was looking for at least a joust attempt with Varga at the net. Ended up sailing a little too far over the net, and now Varga able to put it down with his left hand, and there's Skylar Varga's first kill of the night.
Now 16 points into the opening game, and Skylar scoring his first point is a bit unusual for Long Beach State, but just goes to show the depth of their offense so far.
And they're still hitting 500 to start as Aruya popped up by the middle blocker, playing back row, Darius McRaven, and Hrstanovic able to capitalize.
Got to give props to number 19, Matt. Darius McRaven playing some defense at left back. The middle blocker says, we don't need a libero on the court. I can get this up with my right hand and then transition it on the counter attack for another point.
10-7, Long Beach State up by 3. There's a good swing from the back row, Ben Court.
Yeah, good swing indeed, Matt. Definitely for the Gauchos, showing a little wrinkle in their offense, running that push bick outside the middle blocker's shoulders.
Outside to Varga. He's rejected. One of them was Josh Aruya. He is the reigning Big West Defensive Player of the Week.
Well, this set just a tiny bit tight. Skylar tries to recycle it off the block, but the Gaucho is able to throw that one down.
Good dig, Ben Court. And working it through the block and down, Riggs Guy.
Well, this is a key component for any undersized outside hitters that are watching this game. That's set well off the net. You don't have to go high for the hands. Just aim a little bit lower for the elbows, and it may pay off.
Chauvel missing on that serve. And now it's Moni. .43 assists, 5 digs, 2 service aces a night ago. That is below his average, by the way, in terms of service aces. Oh, good swing, getting the side out. George Bruning on the left side in that rotation.
A nice out-of-system swing on the counterattack by Bruning. Of course, it helps to be 6'10". Watch the footwork. He works to get off the court, then just center himself, go inside the block for the point.
Hrstanovic, the oppo being on the left side in that rotation for Long Beach State, getting the kill. So it's 12 serving 10 now. Long Beach State up by 1. Still in the first set. Skylar Varga with the good serve. Good pass for UCSB. And Bruning gets dug up. Kondiv. Might have been 3 blockers up there as he's able to work it through and down.
Well, Alex Kondiv does a good job here on that counterattack. Matt going high off the pin blocker's hands. Not aiming for the inside hands, but going for that wide right side blocker that time.
Block all over it as the serve kind of forced all of that action. Skylar Varga. .14 serving 11. Long Beach State up by 3. Would be a timeout on the floor at 15. Hammering it down the line, 71 miles an hour. That one wide, and Long Beach State hits 15 first. They're up by 4. As we go into this timeout, more coming back here on Big West Volleyball on ESPN+.
At the Thunderdome, a lot of these Long Beach State players playing in that gym for the first time. Meanwhile, for Santa Barbara, always a tough place to play here in the Walter Pyramid.
Bruning dug up by Nikolov. Varga with that high set out of system. Oh, what a side set Nikolov to Hrstanovic.
Now that's a look we haven't seen very much. Hrstanovic hitting a back one almost. Must be nice to have a setter like Nikolov on your side.
Was there a touch, no touch called? And that attack going awry. As we can take a look back at that set from Nikolov to Hrstanovic. How hard is that?
Very high level of difficulty. 2 blockers go up with him, leaving 31 with an open net.
And that's kind of been part of the discussion of blockers. Shows you how much of a weapon he has been this year.
Well, it also emphasized
in the back row, but how about as a server? This is the Big West single season ace record, and Nikolov is
aces away from the entire season record, with still 4 more matches after tonight to be played before playoffs.
He is averaging still over an ace a set, which has never been done throughout a season in NCAA history. We'll get to that in the last match of the year. We'll see if that happens, but for now, that is the season he has been having, as there is another block in roof for the Beach.
Let's watch the replay here by Ben Braun, doing a good job of just getting his hands over the net. Doesn't have to be pretty. Get him over and you might get rewarded by a block point.
So that breaks a 7-0 scoring run for the Beach. That serve from Skylar Varga provided a good amount of cushion here in set number 1. The back bump set works like a beauty. Hrstanovic getting kill number 6 already.
Really good choice by Moni to go with the back set there. Just sort of that natural spin from the bump set. Easier to go overhead than out front.
Georgi Binev back to serve for the Beach. Coming in for the first time in this match. Looking for that baseline missing. George Bruning will go back there. UC Santa Barbara looking for a little run here as we start to head towards the red zone of this first set. That is out of bounds, so that is service error number 2. Long Beach State does have 4 doubling up in that category so far. Hrstanovic to serve. Long Beach State still hitting 500 in this first set. Missing on that one and giving the Gauchos a little bit of a break. Ben Court did have an ace last night. Overpass, somehow blocked back by Nikolov. Dunked down, but a net violation called on the Gauchos to give the point to the Beach.
And we'll see on the replay here, Matt, what exactly happened. Moni in the front row. Blocked back. A little bit of a lift on that one, but that is definitely a throw and a net double violation.
And an ace. Big serve from Alex Kondev, as he has really come on lately, the true freshman. Kondev, that is his first service ace tonight, his 13th on the year. Good block in the roof, Darius McRaven.
Really good read by McRaven on that one. Stays his ground, doesn't commit on the middle, realizes it's a back row set. Just gets his hands over and scores the block point, Matt.
How about a second service ace for Kondev, and that puts Long Beach State to set point. Kondev also has 4 kills on 7 errorless swings. A great start to his night, looking to cap off set number 1. Back one dug up. Hrstanovic off the block. His 7 kills in the first set lead Long Beach State to a first set victory.
Reset themselves, get used to playing in the pyramid, and really start finding their stride as they reach for the playoffs. We see Coach Alan Knight talk about it. They want to be playing their best volleyball at the end of the season as they prepare for the Big West tournament. That's exactly what they're doing here.
So UC Santa Barbara looking to rebound. They only hit negative 038 in that first set. Long Beach State hitting 526. That's basically the difference in the match so far. But we get to reset and start set number 2 with Moni Nikolov at the service line. 78 miles an hour on that serve. Somehow kept in play. Free ball opportunity for the Beach. Firing away from the back row. Kondev missed long, no touch. Oh, actually, it's going to technically be a back row attacker violation.
We'll see here on the replay. Nice save by the libero here for the Gauchos. Able to get it right back. Now 4 attackers out of the backcourt. Just missing long, though, on that attack.
And that one out of bounds on the serve. As Joe Wallace, that libero for the Gauchos. 12 digs last night. Has been all over the court to start tonight, and we're only just starting in the second set. Triple block put up. Good dig by Kellen Larson. Ben Court had to scramble to get that second touch and kind of throws them off kilter enough to hit it out of bounds.
That's one of the hardest swings in volleyball, Matt, for the right side attacker. The ball that comes across his body to his right shoulder, you're just missing that one long, but a very tough situation for him to swing at.
Bruning that time able to rebound and put it off the outside blocker's hand. And you're all tied up at 2.
It's worth noting, Matt Bruning right there on your screen, number 5 in blue, just a redshirt freshman out of Newport Beach, California. Played at Corona Del Mar High School, quality high school program there. Santa Barbara will be relying on him for a lot of point production.
How about point production out of the middle? There's the first kill of the night for Ben Braun.
Ben working hard, going from right to left across this court and getting that set. Not the prettiest of kills, but effective nonetheless.
Oh, Braun with the dig attempt, but it goes out of bounds, and UC Santa Barbara with the side out.
Ben just sitting right in the pocket there, nearly gets the dig.
And Skylar Varga able to convert from the back row this time.
Matt, this is a well-run, quick tempo big attack. Varga gets the set right off of McCraven's left shoulder. Good read by the block there by the Gauchos, but just too much heat from Varga.
Hershtinovich missing long there, trying to fire away from the back row. And that the 4th attacking error of the match so far for the Beach. Well, it may not be, as this is the first challenge of the night coming from head coach Alan Knight. Certainly challenging that that ball was in on the back line. The attack from Daniil
with the floor. It's a bit of a quick tempo, but a very fast review, and in fact, it does stay with the Gauchos.
R2 Chris Hahn making the call on this. Also probably had a look at whether Ben Court's shoulder touched the ball, but definitely that angle shows that it didn't, so great call made. Kondiv has to recycle. Nikolov blocked and roofed.
That's something we haven't seen very much of this year, is Nikolov goes on 2 and gets shut down by the middle blocker. But was there a net, Matt, on the contact there? No challenge coming in, so we'll play on.
Beach opting to go with rhythm, and offensive rhythm was shown there from Darius McCraven.
Solid blocking here by Darius McCraven. I said blocking, I meant offensive attacking right there through the middle on a perfect pass offensive play.
From the back row, good touch, kept alive. Back row attack again, misses wide. And Long Beach State will take the point.
Well, both teams really utilizing the middle of the court offensively, whether it's front row or back row. However, the back row attacking has been a little unreliable from both sides.
Kondiv missing on that serve. Ties it up at 6 here in the second set. Went back and forth in the first around this point of the set as well. Long Beach State usually kind of pulls away when we're in the middle of the set, around that 15-point mark. As there's another kill for Darius McCraven. He's got a couple of quick ones.
Well, I like Long Beach State activating their middles early and often here in set number 2. Maybe not the prettiest of connections this time, as Moni has to squat down to get it up to McRaven's vertical leap that time, but still scoring.
Picked up by Kondev. Nikolov recycling. McRaven with the set. Bruning into the triple block. Nikolov. Net violation, and that is called on UC Santa Barbara.
Really solid play from both sides, but Long Beach State looking for multiple recycles during that play. That's how it ended. You see Gaucho blockers into the net. Long Beach State takes the point.
Easier pickup in the back row there for Riggs' guy, and now he attacks and he can't breach the net that time. Long Beach State on a mini run here. Three-point lead here in the second set as De'Aris McRaven back to serve once again. That one's down. There's George Bruning. Has been held to a 143 clip before that kill.
Well, as the opposite attacker, Matt, you got to deal with a lot of non-perfect plays. Bruning doing a good job this time. Just step closing and getting the ball off the block and down.
Now with the serve, puts that one into the net. Mohini Nikolov back to serve. Hard to believe that you're saying that it is unusual that Nikolov is without a service ace so far. Over on 2 goes Schobel, but misses long. Long Beach State up by 4, I should say, over UC Santa Barbara here in set number 2. As Moni Nikolov will go to serve. Overpass. And over on 2 goes Varga. Good dig. Hrstanovic off the block. Bruning dug up by Nikolov. Joust at the net. Opportunity for the beach. Varga misses wide there. Good rally as we take a look at the Big West Conference standings so far as it stands. I know Hawaii has been in a battle with CSUN, so it may be different at the moment, but Long Beach State right up there. UC Santa Barbara looking to battle in the middle of the conference right now.
Now we talked about it, Matt, early on. The Big West Conference, maybe the most competitive conference in the nation this year. And it's going to come down to the very last weekend of regular season play to find out those seedings into the Big West Conference tournament.
Skylar Varga will go back to serve following the misserve from UCSB. And that serve misses. That is the 7th service error so far in the match for Long Beach State. 5 for UCSB. Right now, Long Beach State hitting .059 offensively, and they've held UC Santa Barbara to negative .059. Well, that changes there. Alex Kondev smashing it down.
Just a textbook side out. Great pass from Kondev. Step close, big gap in the seam because that pass was right on the money. Their first ball side out for the beach.
Something that they've excelled at all year long. There's the clap for Connor Bloom, his first serve of the night. Missing that time. Cole Schobel will go back there for the Gauchos. Schobel, a transfer from Loyola Chicago. He himself had 5 kills as the setter last night. He's been kind of uber aggressive trying to match up with Nikolov on the other side. Oh, that is somehow kept alive. Bruning dug up. Who touched it? Seems like it was Nikolov touching it last, so give the point to the Gauchos.
Well, an amazing save, though, by Skylar Varga during that rally to keep the ball alive. Solid effort there by the Beach. This cover.
Another service error. That time it was in the net. So Long Beach State taking the side out. Up by 3 here in set number 2. Here's Daniil Hrstanovic. Off the tape there. Bruning on the left side in that rotation. Able to take advantage. That is George Bruning's 6th kill.
Well, the Gaucho offense revolves around Bruning, okay? So if he can score from the left side, that's a great thing for Santa Barbara. They know he can score from the right side, but they've got to get the rest of their offense going to help support his efforts.
Oh, good up by Riggs' guy. And Bruning that time, putting it into the net. Still a similar kind of look. If you remember UC Santa Barbara a year ago, or maybe the last couple of years, you may remember it's Jess Bianchi has been on the right side for them. Bruning has been the starter since March, as there's a service ace. That is the 3rd of the night for Alex Kondiv.
Just an aggressive serve at the seam between the libero and front row passer. That's an important seam to attack as a jump server.
Free ball opportunity for the Gauchos. Bruning pushing it off the block and out. Now it's Josh Arruya to serve. Only 3 kills on 9 swings last night, only 1 block as well. And missing the serve there, it's been a little bit off ever since getting that Big West Defensive Player of the Week nod. He definitely earned it, as UC Santa Barbara was, you could say, able to upset CSUN twice last weekend. And now Dane Hillis for the first time tonight, back to serve. Oh, opting for the jump float, pretty effective. And that is out of bounds. Give Long Beach State the natural point. Five-point lead for the Beach. Looking to go up 2-0 in this match, the second match of a back-to-back home and home with UC Santa Barbara. Great dig and a free ball opportunity for UC Santa Barbara. Nikolov trying to go over onto, missing that time.
We'll see on the replay here, a great defensive effort and getting it over by Varga, but Gauchos able to reset themselves and still score the point.
Oh, Hrstanovic hit the antenna. And now UC Santa Barbara closing to within 3. Bruning. That 6'10" frame with an effective jump spin serve. Schobel able to play it off the net. Free ball opportunity for the Beach. Varga, 1 blocker up. That's dug up. Joe Wallace all over the floor. Kellen Larson with the dig. Nikolov full swing, and he misses. both teams hitting in the negatives in this set alone. Oh boy, that one almost hitting the stairs on the fly.
The souvenir to the front row over there on the Long Beach State side. Haven't seen one of those in a long time.
Good look at the student section who maybe their eyes got wide as it came towards them. Nikolov into the net with that serve. It's a pretty big break of a serve for UC Santa Barbara. So they find themselves only down by 2, trying to work their way back into this second set. Hershtinovich looking for high hands. No touch called. Alan Knight calling a timeout. 1 point lead now for Long Beach State. Second set has kind of gone by the wayside in a way, really offensively, but it shows you how competitive this conference is. Night in and night out, you'll see UC Santa Barbara beat CSUN twice last weekend, and then CSUN just turns right around and sweeps Hawaii in night 1 of their back-to-back. As we come out of the timeout here, back to action between the Gauchos and the Beach. Ben Court to serve. Again, the Gauchos only down by 1 in the second set. Long Beach State looking to get this side out. And they do. Actually, no, that's for UC Santa Barbara. Kind of ricocheted at the net there.
Well, a nice block point there for the Gauchos out of the timeout. A perfect pass for the Beach. Goes quick, one-on-one. Gauchos score the block point.
Hershtinovich got a touch call. You may see a challenge from the Gauchos. Every Gaucho on the court having their hands up and telling their coach Rick McLaughlin to challenge this. This is our first time getting to mention Rick McLaughlin tonight. Might as well talk about him in his 17th year at the helm. Was back-to-back AVCA and Big West Coach of the Year back in 20 as they look to really compete in the conference.
Yeah, absolutely. And Rick McLaughlin, no stranger to men's volleyball. He coached LMU back in the day before going to UC Santa Barbara. And he's taken this program to great heights. He's been to a Final Four. He's been through a lot of UCSB Big West tournaments. And
so this stood, I should say. Don't see a touch there. I can't remember where it went in the back row. But that was from one of our camera angles. Don't know if they have that angle over at the challenge review system. I didn't see exactly what Chris Hahn's final verdict was, if it was inconclusive. If it was, then maybe it was that he just didn't have that at his disposal.
Well, Schobel there being aggressive, which you like to see. However, the lefty missing wide on that attack on 2. And is now 21 serving 19.
Free ball opportunity, though it went right to the setter in Nikolov. So Vargas sets up Kondiv. And a timeout called by the Gauchos. Long Beach State has been able to pick it up out of their timeout. And now UC Santa Barbara has to rebound. Alex Kondiv now with 6 kills on 13 swings.
Well, Kondiv, number 12 in white, has been a welcome addition to the Long Beach State offense. And we can talk about that more after this quick.
Picked up by Nikolov. And a short free ball. Little messy at the net, won by Alex Condiv.
Well, the business end of set number 2 is going the way of Long Beach State right now, purely based on size. That was a 6'7" against a 6'2" blocker in favor of Long Beach State.
Oh, that's a block in roof. Straight down, somehow kept in as well. Set point for the Beach. Opportunity here for the Gauchos to close in. They now hit 20. And they bring in a new server. This is Ethan Saint, a true freshman has seen a good amount of time. Good pass by Larson. In the middle there is Ben Braun. And his second kill.
Perform at a highly efficient percentage and play at a very high level.
22 different players have been on the court this year for Long Beach State. As the first point goes to Alex Condiv and the Beach of set number 3.
No surprise there that they go out of the back row to open up set number 3. Still the middle of the court. A good pass, utilizing that big attack.
Here's Moni Nikolov. Going into the net with that serve. Little bit of frustration. But it kind of just shows the high standard that he sets for himself. Riggs Guy with 3 kills on 14 swings tonight. Misses on that serve. That is 9 service errors in the match for the Gauchos, 11 for Long Beach State. Pretty even in that category. Right side, that's Bruning. Good swing in the seam, and he's able to tally his 8th kill.
Well, Bruning really being the offensive spark for the Gauchos. He leads the team in kills with 8 attacks on 24 attempts. Only hitting 167, but a lot of the offense goes through the right side for the Gauchos.
Long Beach State well under their season average of hitting percentage. They're hitting .245 for the match, but they have held UC Santa Barbara to negative .033. Ben Braun, that'll help the hitting percentage.
As I like to say, Matt, it doesn't always have to be pretty to be effective. That one catching the net, but still finding the open court for Ben.
His 3rd kill on his 6th swing, and now he goes back to serve. Oh, there's the middle blocker for UC Santa Barbara, Owen Berg. That's his 1st kill of the night.
Yeah, his 1st kill coming early on here in set number 3. Don't be surprised if he gets more opportunities as this 3rd set progresses.
Yeah, he had 4 kills last night, so probably looking for some more opportunities offensively in the middle as Condiv gets popped up. Bruning. I think it went over the net, so you could credit Long Beach State for a block and roof.
We'll see on the replay here. Watch the blockers. Long Beach State getting their hands over. McCraven still well off the net, but able to penetrate to score that block point.
Well, Schobel having to pick up that serve, getting off the tape. Nikolov just 2-hand dunking it down. Third kill of the night for Nikolov.
Nikolov showing that he's able to go with 2 hands this time. Doesn't always have to go with just the lefty. throwing it down with 2.
Good swing, George Bruning once again.
Good swing here by the right sider. Outside the court, goes high seam there into the angle. Back to area 1 nicely.
9 kills for Bruning. And we mentioned Riggs Guy earlier. His 3 kills are second on the team, so there's a 6-kill difference. Team Bruning and the rest of the team at least. Good dig, Hrstanovic. Nikolov, full swing coming, and he's over the triple block and down.
Just another ho-hum kill for Moni Nikolov, this time from the right side, attacking high over the triple block and down into the middle of the court.
Good pass on the hard serve from Kandiv. And how about the give and go? That was Riggs Guy.
Good response, though, from the Gauchos to come right back and go at Nikolov. You know, maybe a little something extra after that kill through the net. I don't know.
Right side attack from the back row. Hrstanovic misses long. Was hitting .312 before that swing. Owen Berg back to serve. Redshirt junior. Oh, net violation on UC Santa Barbara. So give Long Beach State the side out.
Let's see here on the replay. Yep, on the way down. Gauchos catch the net.
Varga able to pick it up. Trying for a pump set big, as that is a good attack from the back row for UC Santa Barbara. Ben Court.
Nice pickup here from Varga on the roll shot. That's how it ended. Gauchos doing a nice job on the counterattack.
Schobel. Good pass from Kandiv right for Ben Braun. What a pancake pickup. Schobel keeps it alive for the Gauchos. Varga ends it off the block and out.
Nice pancake save from the Gauchos, just getting his hand under that one, keeping it alive, but the Beach scoring the point.
Tough play to keep it alive at the net and really just know where to go as the Beach block all over it.
Nice move there by Varga and Braun. Didn't have to go anywhere, just stayed home, got their hands well protected over the net, shoulder to shoulder for another Beach block point.
Serve into the net that time. Back to serve is Riggs Guy for UC Santa Barbara. And that one into the net. Long Beach State hitting .556 in this set alone. It's helped their hitting percentage for the match move up to .279. Varga going down the line with that serve. Block and roof. Triple block put up by the Beach that time.
Two things on this one, Matt. Service pressure from Skylar Varga getting Santa Barbara out of system. But then the block and defense for Long Beach State, getting 3 blockers up on this, shutting down that cross-court angle. It was Kondev as he came across, and another block point for the Beach.
No touch off that block. Penbron also kind of moved his face as he was so high up, ball was coming right at it. Varga firing, just missing. Still a 3-point lead for the Beach here in the third set. UC Santa Barbara going to need a comeback at some point. This is a set they absolutely need to push it to 4. There's the deke that we have seen before on social media, get to see here live inside the Walter Pyramid.
We're just going to let that one marinate a little bit, Matt. Moni going up with 2 hands, decides not to play it, and it'll drop on Santa Barbara's side.
It's talked about it before where, yes, it is a feeling to where it works, but sometimes he also knows that part of it is a show, and chose the right time to pull that trick out of the bag as UC Santa Barbara gets the side out. Good rebound for them as George Bruning will go back to serve. Look out! Nikolov just overpowering the Gaucho block. Moni Nikolov's 5th kill of the match so far. That serve missing. Eleventh service error of the match for the Gauchos, and that'll bring Long Beach State to 15 first. They're up by 4 in the third set, looking to sweep. Eleventh service error of the match for the Gauchos, and that'll bring Long Beach State to 15 first. They're up by 4 and home on this Friday night. Yeah, it's a little bit different starting it on a Thursday, but here is UC Santa Barbara's upcoming schedule as they will face UC Irvine next week, and then
brutal way to finish. Meanwhile, for Long Beach State, they're at Hawaii next weekend and 2 pivotal matches on the islands, Matt, and then closing out the regular season with a home and away with the Tritons of UC San Diego.
Those will be some highly anticipated matches in the Simplify Arena Stan Sheriff Center. Right side, there's Daniil Hrstinovich blasting away from the back row.
Great swing there, going against the flow, one-on-one. Advantage Long Beach State, and Hrstinovich crushes that ball into the meat of the court for the Beach.
Dane Hillis back in to serve. Does have 1 service ace on the year. Hrstinovich again, hard off the blocking out. That is Daniil Hrstinovich's 11th kill of the night. Mark that now, 12 matches this year. Double-digit kills for Hrstinovich. He is broken out as the offensive leader for the Beach in 2025. Aruya is blocked and roofed.
Now perhaps a few too many words going between the net here as players will get called to our first official.
Robin Burton, the R1 tonight. Just trying to say to keep it on your side of the net, really, as, well, in a way, the pause works in favor of UC Santa Barbara, this serve. Hope everyone in the front row is okay.
I think that toss slipped out of Dane's hands a little bit on his serve.
And UC Santa Barbara giving it right back. Hard to believe that Moni Nikolov, of course, with the season he's having, no service aces so far. Until now.
That's why you're the professional, Matt Brown. You call it before it needs to be called.
There is his 82nd. He is now 5 away from tying Lair Heno's Big West record in a single season. Oh, good swing for the right side as we're able to catch Nikolov off guard in the back row. Riggs Guy second on the Gaucho side with 6 kills on 22 swings as it goes back to serve. And puts that one into the net. 13 service errors for the Gauchos, though still 2 behind Long Beach State's 15. Just has felt that Gaucho's service errors have maybe mounted a little higher. Long Beach State has been able to dominate in the hitting percentage department tonight. I hope Ben Court didn't get too much at the net. It seemed like it was a bad collision, and it's in the head area. The dangers of those close plays at the net. And with these guys jumping so high, it can even get to the point where it's a head-to-knee situation.
Yeah, you saw it right there, the left elbow contacting the right eye.
It's the last thing we want to see at the end of a match. An injury seems to be not too serious. Of course, always important to monitor him for the rest of the night and in the coming week, and I hope he's okay to play against Irvine in about 7 days. As replacement comes in was Ethan Saint, who was a serving sub earlier. And he gets the serve right away, does receive it, kept alive, joust at the net, won by the Beach. Another extended pause is the R2, Chris Hahn. Just trying to calm things down at the net, as that one is wide. You see Santa Barbara bringing in a serving sub here in Ben Pearson, redshirt sophomore from Santa Cruz. He appeared last night as well. Pearson has been a good contributor when he's been able to be in the front row as well, has averaged over 2 kills a set this year. Schobel that sliding back set, but some bodies in the way, and now Condon inside set, and it was a beauty.
You call them at the inside set. Well played, well timed, especially on the counterattack. Catches the block of Santa Barbara. Went for the beach.
Ethan Saint contributing here with the kill. Sitting 289, his percentage on the year coming into this one. He was a league MVP in high school, went to Santa Margarita Catholic. McRaven off the block. Bruning has to recycle. Saint blocked en route. Beach faithful inside the pyramid on their feet for match point as Ryan Peluso comes in to serve. Bruning tipped back, but there's a net violation on the beach. Give the side out to the Gauchos. Still match point for Long Beach State, looking to sweep UC Santa Barbara on this second night of a back-to-back. McRaven able to put it away, and Long Beach State with a 3-set sweep of UC Santa Barbara.
Pyramid, back-to-back nights is tough, but a bigger challenge.